Go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
On this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are, thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. As hard as I can.
Why was I built to feel ennui? We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, it won't be... I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols. They're all mad! And what's more, they left us! I don't see any way for us to work together. Not this...
Remember what we practiced.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar. Normally, I'd find this kind of talk from you quite invigorating. Still, perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts. That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing...
I got another fighting me.
Something on your mind, Captain? Too bad. Had I a reliable third party I could trust to set up a meet, maybe I'd consider it. With all the help you've done here, at first I thought it could have been you. But I can't trust you to think logically. Your priorities are skewed a bit too much like Graham's. For all I know, Sanjar's playing you to get to us and you So no. In another life, maybe that could have worked out for all. Nice day, huh? The Monarch, anyway.
The gunship. All right. I'm sorry. It's... we seek to... These...
Here. I ain't got love for the people who fucked up this planet, but I'd welcome them back if they'd rebuild the roads and
Stability... Oh... Not... the... in that sense. Questions like... you and I... Everyone. The point of no... For many it is the... Mine was witnessing my friend... Their leashes may... All right. The gun... Mount its guns to our walls or the walls of Stellar Bay. The board is coming, Captain, and these weapons will defend us from their blasphemies. I have faith.
Any luck bringing... I don't... Ooh, that's very... Heck, Well, aren't you unpredictable? It lends you a certain air of mystery. It's quite magnetic.
I wouldn't get excited just yet, sir. It looks like the iconoclasts followed you. I have word they're gathering in the ruins outside of town.
I'm afraid we've got to fight them. They'd knock our walls. It looks like this means... Wait, you can't just leave us to face them alone!
It actually would be very imprudent. We don't have much in the way of so they will definitely get that module, and once they do, they will definitely come after.
She's actually quite right about all of that, as much as I hate to admit it. Honestly, one good paper cut will...
Sir, we really don't have time.
Right. I'll lock the south gate to keep them out. You'll have to approach from the north.
This way! We need to push through and take that bridge.
We're taking losses!
Take them down! Incoming! Solid kill!
Waste of company ammo. Waste of company ammo. I just earned a fine bonus.
So much for that! We'll be fine! Perfection!
Stay down.
bigger weapon! That was fun. 100 bits says these guys get squashed by the board within a month.
If this means they'll start rebuilding this place proper, I'm for it.
You look like a man. That's pretty sad.
Anyone fool enough to chase after a queen is pretty fucking far from...
So this journal is all he left behind? Seems like I ought to read it. I bet she'll like that. She's real enthusiastic about... In any case, I appreciate you tracking down Mr. Pickett for me. Huh?
You're back! And in one piece. Does this mean you? I mean...
We did indeed.
I can't believe it! Not that I'm really surprised, but... Between our reinstatement on the board and the gain of this ship, we'll usher in...
That's a hefty promise. You've got Monarch's hopes up, Sanjar. Don't go messing this up like our last overlord.
And, perhaps in time... I shall. Perhaps I'll write you a brief. Anyhow, thank you. And good luck to you. What can I do? Quite well, actually. It's astounding how our residents are reporting increased productivity during their shifts and And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects.
You think maybe you could get some of your friends to land here too? Yeah, real cool.
Something else?
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge? Captain, I hope you made the right decision by siding with MSI. Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab. I'll lock up.
You I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I... According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl salt. Typical elitist. Hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals. So, good news. You're... Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can...
Can we talk?
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk?
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool. And when...
On standby for command.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something... I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm just suggesting we stop by. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that. But I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a... Huh. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize... Reconnect is a... And, I was... Great. And when we get there... If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some bloodstains. Oh, and help yourself to the... Just know that I've got plenty... Anything else? I sure hope you Uh-huh. Everybody's got an angle. I'm just wondering... I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pains. Wasn't even the right one. Point is, couldn't... Besides, none of this is your mess. Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. The board's put a bounty on his head. I've got no love for the corp... Exact. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so... Don't mention it. Anything else?
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Can you believe I'm retiring? Lucky me!
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong.
Anti-Cleo's ketchup.
Hey, you.
Organic, vegan,
Yeah,
handmade,
you.
gluten-free,
Want to be
dairy-free,
famous?
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate. I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the ears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
I've always loved that sculpture.
You, with the hips. Over here. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip. Celeste. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur. And darling, I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core. Consider it a stand. What can I do for you?
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around. My word. Such muscular shoulder.
I am no such thing.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have Let me do a back of the envelope calculation. Materials, labor. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I could... There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back. I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees... Marvelous! You and I are gonna win. What I need is a survey of the outside world. Also... Oh, you cad. You'll be the talk. I'll need you to model for me. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit. You have the bearing and demeanor of a bull. Fabulous! I can't wait to... If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a... I can't... What can I do?
Can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to... Well, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part... I know. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship. We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
All right. She's on her way. Oh. My hands have finally stopped shaking. Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now, I ain't need your help, I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I'd get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person. My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station should be run, and I had others. He was fond of saying, "You think Groundbreaker pays for itself? Someone's got to cover the bills," when I chafed against his deference. And he was right to be. Didn't mean I had to like it.
What about your mama? I don't mean to pry, I'm having the best time.
I appreciate you making the time for this.
Hey, Cap.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and after a few minutes, she said, "Hey, do you have some new parts?" And I was like, "Nah, I used a new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarchist? Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing, but I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Dzюньлэй at all. I don't know nothing about the law or the capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.